10 seconds remaining.
Team Liquid's turn to ban.
With Rivalry TV. I'm pretty sure that's sorry, Ray Gaming. Tournament partner is Ray Gaming. So anyway, let's jump right into this draft. I'm so surprised to see the Enigma make it through the draft. What do you think of this hero, Wingblade?
Yeah, it's very curious that they let it through, because this hero has been one of the top contested heroes, and for a reason. He just provides so much. He has that laning strength because of the denying. He farms extremely fast. He has a really strong pushing timing, and he skills really well too. So he just provides so much. And speaking about providing so much, Sand King Burrow Strike has to be one of the reliable stuns in Dota. So it's
Sandstorm really seems to be such a strength to be able to escape from ganks, as well as just allow him to farm, it seems to me.
Yeah, for sure. It reminds me a lot of the old Brute, where you just set up a sandstorm and just walk around in it and be really annoying. But on top of what Brute used to provide, it also deals a ton of damage. So overall, just a very solid hero.
Okay.
Speaking about solid heroes.
Yeah, I was going to say, this Abaddon 5 position, another one of the heroes of the patch, it feels like to me.
But stronger. He basically provides the same laning strength with a really spammable nuke, but he also has a Dispel later in the game. He's pretty much unkillable. So yeah, very good hero here. Farm like a beast, and you empower him, so he's gonna be that much more accelerated. So Team Liquid rightfully banning out PA already, which is one of OG's most successful heroes together with Magnus. But heroes like Terrorblade and Juggernaut work really well. So we'll see what OG goes for here.
Yeah, so should we just jump into these bans? Obviously, Team Liquid, they get rid of 2 good Empower.
Actually, the first one is that the Storm Panda is going to be able to dispel any kind of Empower. So if Mind Control or whoever's going to play it, if his micro is going to be good here, he's just going to dispel Empower every single fight, which is super strong. And on top of that, if an IP ever comes out, there is no BKB yet or no G carry, you just Cyclone him. So the IP is going to be completely wasted. So I really love the amount of control that this Brewmaster can provide against the Magnus.
However, I do have to say, looking at Liquid's drafts, they have position Brewmaster that we're looking at.
I feel like I've seen Kuroki do it before, so it's certainly an option. Any synergy yet with the Soulbind, then Islands to deal with. So interesting pick. I'm curious what they're gonna pair it with.
Yeah. Do you think the Grimstroke is strong as a bite?
I feel like it's well reliant, but they don't necessarily have easy tools to deal with the spirit. And in some situations, the same could be said about Morphling. So
I mean, we saw it in the grand.
Questionable. I would agree with you. Morphling has easily been one of Team Liquid's most successful, a strong hero against Morph, but it's still kind of risky, because if you get behind as Alina and you don't really have that kill threat on Morphling anymore, you're really not that scary anymore. And she's quite a squishy hero too, so she can die when she gets Burrow striked and then the Morphling just jumps on her. So a lot of it's gonna come down to Thompson's positioning here. His Lina is super good, but it's a tough
field. You might be able to bring him down before he's able to get away.
Yeah, I mean, Miracle is gonna have to play pretty safe here, because if he makes one miss,
So what do you think it's going to be?
10
I would
seconds
expect.
remaining.
I mean, my money would be on Viper.
5
It's really good
seconds
against
remaining.
Lina, and they don't really need a hero that skills super hard, because they do have that Enigma. They have the I feel like they really need a hard carry. I would usually recommend not getting Jug against Morphling, because it's not that great of a matchup, but they really do need a meaty carry here. And they're gonna go for Void.
Do you just think it's pretty solid with the backup of the Magnus?
Usually I don't really like Void that much, because if he ever gets behind, you don't really kill people in Chrono, and that's pretty much the only thing you provide in teamfight. So if you cannot burst people,
You just hope it slips through because it's a best of one and you're not going to have a chance to counter it into next game. Do you think that's a possibility?
I think it's possible, but Jesus here. But there are some other teams that can pull out some frisky stuff. You never know.
Okay, so you like a green hero from Matamba Man, but he's going for his signature Lone Druid.
Yep. Like for Liquid, you have a pretty good idea what they're gonna do, but for OG, you're never quite sure. And I feel like that's one of the strengths of OG as well. If I had to look at this objectively though, and see two teams equal in strength, I would favor Team Liquid's lineup. But it's the wild card of the Void.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the strength of Anna at, last TI. I wasn't going to say earlier that this is TI7 versus TI8. All over again, we're seeing, are the Euclids on the block the stronger, or Liquid, who have just been stable for, about 2 years now, gonna be able to beat this newly reunited OG lineup?
Yeah, we'll see. I feel like Liquid reignited their fire though. They looked a bit slow. How strong Void and Magnus are in the late game, but it's up against the super tanky core in the form of Lone Druid, as well as a really hard scaling core with Morphling, backed up by really solid stuns and teamfight control. So I do feel like OG is on.
We see Miracle down here. Do you think they are gonna aggro lane into this? Well, I was gonna say into this Void, but it looks.
For or Void. Insane amount of magic damage harass, but I feel like overall he's gonna be able to find some fun
Matchups then by managing to get this Brewmaster versus Anna, predicting the lane swaps.
Yeah, I think so. We're gonna have to see what mind control. For now, it looks like he's just gonna jungle.
Yeah, in the bottom lane, it looks like there is a bit of engagement. They skewer back onto Miracle. He has the strength ball to be any sort of Burrow Strike for him to be able to get away. It is on cooldown on the skewer, but they have the slow over on the Stroke of Fate, and GH, is he going to go down?